Welcome everyone. We are so excited to have you here for this virtual campus visit to University of California, Berkeley. We're just going to let y'all come on into this Zoom and we are going to get started with this amazing virtual campus tour that we have in store for you. Once again, you're here at University of California, Berkeley, virtual campus visit. We are so excited to have you here with us today. And with that, let's go ahead and get started to the next slide. So welcome again to UC Berkeley. My name is Izzy. I'm currently a second year studying media studies with a minor in Korean and journalism. And I use the she, her series for pronouns. And I am your moderator for today. We have such an amazing visit for you today. And we are just so excited to have you here. So we're going to go ahead and ask our first poll of the night. And that is, what type of visitor are you? So a poll will pop up on your screen currently, and there it is. So go ahead and let us know what type of visitor you are. Are you a waitlist, or well, not waitlisted yet? Our admissions has not come out yet. But are you a community college student or family member? Are you a high school student or family member? Middle school student or family member looking to start really early? I know I did. When I was in middle school, I was loving colleges back then. Still love it now. Are you a school teacher, counselor, alumni, tourist, other? It's looking like we're gonna have the poll up for a few more seconds, but it's looking like we have a lot of good high school student and family members, which is at 80%. We also have community college students and family members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We love a good transfer student up in here. We have about 7% there. And we're gonna go ahead and stop the poll. So, and we also have 13% other. Curious to what that other entails, but we are so happy that you all are here today on our tour, on our virtual campus tour. So we're gonna go ahead to our next slide. So what do we have in store for you today? So like I said, this is a virtual visit. We have a 45-minute presentation queued up for you today, talking all about academics, housing, and more. What's really good about this presentation is you have the ability to ask us any and all questions. You have some of the most amazing tour guides in your space today. You kind of saw a glimpse of them right there, but you have some of the most amazing tour guides in your space today. So definitely feel free to pick our brains with our on-camera people. And then we also have a lot of good campus ambassadors and other people just waiting in the back to answer all your Q&A questions. So definitely feel free to utilize our Q&A box at the bottom of your screen today. We also have a lot of interactive polls. So we just did one. We have 2 more coming up. So make sure you are staying focused and in tuned with our presentation so we can get to know you guys more. And then also, maybe you step out, maybe you have to run to your car or anything. If say you miss a little bit of your presentation or you want to review it afterwards, we do have virtual visits recording available on our website and our YouTube, which is at UC Berkeley, which is, at UC Visit, which is UC Visitors. There we go. But all of that information will be at the end of our presentation as well. So if you didn't catch it then, you can catch it at the end. So again, this presentation, 45 minutes, is a campus overview. Lots of different student perspectives here today. We will not be going over admissions or financial aid info. Those are a separate admissions presentation held by the admissions office, but this will mainly just be about student life, housing, and how we as students are able to thrive and live here at UC Berkeley. And then today we will end our 45-minute presentation with a Q&A. So we'll answer some of your questions live through me, and our other 2 guides will answer those with us as well. Alrighty, I'm so excited to just pass it along to our 2 guides. So that's what I'm gonna do. Have a great tour and I'll see you later.
Alrighty, everyone. Thank you, Izzy, for that lovely introduction. Thank you for joining us today, wherever you're joining us from. My name is Ethan. My pronouns are he, him, and él. I am originally from kind of 2 different cities in San Diego County for any of my Southern California folks, Spring Valley and Chula Vista, which is right by the border to Tijuana, Mexico. I'm currently in my final semester here at UC Berkeley, which is really exciting. So I'm really sad to be leaving, but I'm also really excited for what's up ahead. I am a double major in ethnic studies with a 2nd degree in educational sciences, which is a brand new major here in our School of Education. And I'm also pursuing a minor in dance performance studies. Outside of my involvement as a campus ambassador, I'm involved with our new education club on campus called Aspiring Educators and Student Affairs Professionals at Berkeley, aka ASAP. I also work for the Department of Residential Life as a senior resident assistant in one of our transfer student only apartment buildings, Helen Diller Anchor House. And I'm also involved with the School of Education, serving on a couple of the committees committees there, and as well as a club on campus called Frontera at Berkeley that researches immigrant rights and border policy issues. That's enough about me. I would love to get to know all of you throughout the tour today, so please feel free to ask all the questions for our lovely back-end folks and also for us and my co-guy, Klutvert, who will introduce himself now.
Hi everyone, my name is Klutvert. I use the he/him series. I'm from Southern California, the Inland Empire from Eastvale. So I'm a senior studying public health. So I'm a transfer. So I came to Berkeley from a community college. I went to Norco College in Southern California. Um,
Alrighty, it looks like we are having some technical difficulties on Kluvert's side, but we guys already know about me, and I can go ahead and just kind of fill in until we have our guide come
Clinic.
back with us. All
Yeah.
right, there we go. All right, are you back with us? There you go. Go ahead, Kluvert.
Yeah, I also volunteer at the Berkeley Free Clinic where I give TB shots to the unhoused people. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do on campus. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions about anything. So now let's for the agenda for this webinar for this Zoom meeting is we are going to talk about some key topics which are going to include the history and the culture of UC Berkeley, the academics of UC Berkeley, housing and dining, health and safety, student resources, student life, athleticism, libraries and research at UC Berkeley. So the beautiful area you see here is our West Question entrance, or where we have our amazing UC Berkeley logo on the yeah, as you could see over there.
All right, Klutvert, thank you for kicking us off. I'm going to go ahead and give us a little bit of an overview to kind of situate and ground us in UC Berkeley. So, as a university, we were founded in 1868. We are the first University of California campus. So, the University of California is actually a system of public research universities in the state, and we were the first campus established. We are known by many different names as a result in the state, mainly Berkeley and Cal. So, Berkeley refers to anything academic related here at UC Berkeley, and then Cal you may hear when we talk about athletics because we're referred to as the California Golden Bears in our athletics. So you'll hear people say California or Cal, Berkeley, UC Berkeley, or just Cal, as I mentioned. So as in addition, we're also the Golden Bears, and that's represented by the lovely Oski the bear, which is on the top left image of your screen. That's him doing one of his signature poses. If you ever see Oski, please go up and say hi. Magnificent, magnificent creature. He is a forever sophomore on our campus, and we love him for that. Our student body, as of right now, currently UC Berkeley is majority comprised of undergraduate students pursuing a bachelor's degree, with roughly 33,000 undergraduate students and 12,000, almost 13,000 graduate students. So we are a fairly large public university, which with almost 46,000 students in total, roughly. So while you may be thinking, like, that's such a large university, we will talk a little bit more about our academics and how you can really get that individualized attention as well. A couple of our campus landmarks, though, to just go over and situate yourself in the Berkeley campus. On the top right, you'll see a kind of like like scale up of the Campanile, and the Campanile or Sailor Tower is the middle of our campus. It's a clock and bell tower that is in the straight center of our campus, and it also has the carillon, which is an instrument of 61 different bells here on our campus, and it's super fun. And you can actually, if you know how to play piano, go to the top and learn how to play it. South Hall, the building on the bottom left, is the first building for the Berkeley campus when UC Berkeley actually moved into the Berkeley area in 1873. This is the last brick building standing on our campus and currently houses one of our graduate schools. And lastly, to your bottom right is Sather Gate. Sather Gate kind of represents the academic entrance of the university and is the main entrance as well. And it's also featured in my personal favorite Disney Pixar movie, Monsters University.
So now we're going to talk about the culture of UC Berkeley. So we are the change makers. So Berkeley is known for free speech and activism. So the free speech movement on campus was led by Mario Savio. That was to allow UC Berkeley students express their political ideology. So we are very passionate and very involved here on campus as students try to make their voices heard. So you could see the free speech movement that happened on campus at one of the pictures on the screen. And also, we are known for entrepreneurship. So UC Berkeley was recently ranked as the number one public as the number one university in America to get most grants for startups. So we are very big on startups on campus, and so many students on campus are trying to create startups and contribute to the world. And also, we are known for research and innovation. We're the top research college in America. So there's research for everyone on campus. So if you want to do research on any topic, you could do research on a variety of topics. So when I came to Berkeley, I'm a public health major. I did a research on business. So I have friends who are bio majors, do research in history. So you could do research in anything you want to do on campus. And also for our community, we have our school spirit and pride, our amazing rally committee where they go to all games and the cheer the car football team. And also we have amazing diverse folks here on campus. Since coming to Berkeley, I've met folks from all around the world. I've met people from Madagascar, from Germany, from Italy, from Japan, from Hong Kong. It's a melting pot of culture. So you are going to meet amazing folks from all around the world when you come to Berkeley.
Alrighty, folks. Thank you, Klutvert, for kind of talking a little bit more about the culture of our campus. But now, kind of transitioning us into the academic side of this, I really want to know something. If you want to answer this quick poll that'll pop up on your screen, what are you interested in studying? Engineering, chemistry, biological sciences, environmental sciences, maybe the social sciences like myself, the arts and humanities, physical sciences, architecture, city planning, maybe business, or you're not sure yet, which is also completely fine. We're going to keep it up on the screen for a couple more seconds and share the results. So it looks like a majority of folks here are interested in business, but we also have a lot of folks interested in the biological sciences and a couple of folks interested all around the board. So we have a pretty diverse group today. So I'm super excited to kind of share with you all a brief overview of the undergraduate colleges here at UC Berkeley, which house all of the undergraduate majors that students can pursue. So there are 6 undergraduate colleges here at the university, which include Letters in Science, the Rausser College of Natural Resources, Environmental Design, Chemistry, Engineering, and our newest undergraduate college, the College of Computing, Data Science and Society, or CDSS for short. In addition, undergraduate students can also pursue degrees through our Haas School of Business and the Berkeley School of Education, such as myself. I'm going to go ahead and transition it over to Klutvert to talk a little bit more about our College of Letters and Science.
So our College of Letters and Science is the most largest college on campus. So 3 out of 4 undergrads on campus are part of this college. So my major, public health, is part of the College of Letters and Science. So we have majors such as economics, like molecular cell bio, political science, sociology, and this college teaches close to 60 plus languages. So the most largest college on campus is this college. So you could see our amazing Oski in the lab, and you could see folks doing amazing stuff on campus. And this is the building you see over here is a Donnell Hall. So this is one of our wonderful halls for letters and science. So if you come to Berkeley, you have more discussions in the Donnell Hall.
Alrighty, folks, talking a little bit more about our Rausser College of Natural Resources. This is one of our founding colleges here at UC Berkeley. And this college deals with more of our environmental science-oriented majors. There are 9 majors in this college, including molecular environmental biology, environmental economics and policy, conservation and resource studies, and genetics and plant biology, just name a few of them. One of the really cool things that I have a lot of friends that are in this college they really like about the Rausser College of Natural Resources is the unique research opportunities. We'll dive more into research later in our time together today, but my friends who really enjoyed like getting their hands really into like nature research, conservation research, they love this college because they have a lot of different opportunities to do that as well. If you look at the top left picture, you can see actually some of our students involved with the restoration of Strawberry Creek, which is a naturally flowing creek in our university campus. And a lot of students will also get involved with like how to be able to maintain and restore the creek as well. You may also see on the bottom right hand side, there is Li Ka-shing, which is one of the main buildings for the Rausser College of Natural Resources. A lot of lectures and laboratories are in there. And in addition, this building also has a brain mapping institute, which is super cool.
Now I'm going to talk about the College of Environmental Design. So this is the most smallest college on campus, as approximately 650 students are in this college. This college is a very pretty unique college because you could definitely tell someone from this college because they are very nature friendly. They always wear their boots, they always wear their bicycle. They are very conscious about the environment. So we have four majors in this college. We have architecture, landscape architecture, we have urban studies, we have sustainable environmental design. These are all majors under this college. So this college has a very amazing building, and the building you see here, it's a building style called brutalism. So it's a French way of architecture. So I have been to France. Funny enough, I have never seen a building like this in France, but it's one of our beautiful colleges on campus. There's amazing buildings, and the folks in this college always do so many projects. So I went to an event in this college. I saw folks doing projects with buildings and trying to create buildings and try to innovate. So this is a very beautiful, amazing college. Yeah.
And moving us along, we have our College of Chemistry, another one of our smaller colleges here at the university with roughly 1,000 students. There is only 3 majors as well in this college, which are chemistry, chemical engineering, and chemical biology. Note that we have a chemical engineering major here in our College of Chemistry, not in our College of Engineering. However, something to know about this college is that you are actually encouraged to apply directly to the major that you choose. So say you want to apply as a chemistry major, you should apply as chemistry on your UC application for your best chance of getting admitted into the major. And what's really cool about this college in addition is that 16 elements, if you've taken chemistry, AP chemistry, IB chemistry, 16 elements on the periodic table were actually discovered at Berkeley. That includes berkelium and californium. Also, in Chemistry 1A, which is our Introduction to General Chemistry class, Lewis dot structures was actually invented by UC Berkeley professor to explain a chemical concept, which is super cool. If you look at the top right picture, that is Latimer Courtyard, which serves as the main hub for the College of Chemistry.
We're going to talk about engineering. Another one of our founding colleges on campus. We have 11 majors for this college, so which include X, which is electrical engineering and computer science, mechanical engineering, biochemical engineering or bioengineering, civil engineering, aerospace engineering, industrial engineering, and operation research and more. So the building you see here is part of our College of Engineering. It's a very, very, very large college. The college has a building called the Hearst Mining Building. It's a very beautiful building inside. So if you come on campus, you go tour the Hearst Mining Building. It's so pretty. People always say there's a mining bungalow at the bottom of the building, but it is closed for the public. So, but you come on college and you could see the beautiful building, and it has very beautiful landmarks, and you could see folks doing research and in the College of Engineering.
And moving us right along to our last undergraduate college is our College of Computing, Data Science, and Society. This is actually the first new college here at UC Berkeley in over 50 years. So with previously we used to have just 5 undergraduate colleges, but then CDSS was founded, and that created another college here at UC Berkeley, which is super exciting. There are only 3 majors, though, in this college, which are computer science, data science, and statistics. Similarly, with our College of Engineering and College of Chemistry, it is highly recommended that on your UC application, you apply directly to the major. Around roughly 1,500 students graduated with a degree in these majors in spring 2023. If you look at the top right picture, that is the rendition or the virtual rendition of the Gateway building, which is under construction currently on our campus, and that will be the main hub for the College of Computing, Data Science, and Society. Additionally, if you look at the bottom right picture, you will see one of the Data 8 lectures, which is our Introduction to Data Science course in Wheeler Hall. It is a larger course on our campus because it is required by a lot of majors, ranging from not just the 3 on your screen, but also mathematical majors, engineering, and more.
So now we are going to talk about the Horse School of Business and the undergraduate pathways at the business school. So for high school students, we have programs ranging from the Global Management Program. We have the MET program, where you could major in both business and engineering and get two degrees. For continuing students, we have a 2-year business major pathway where you could take you could get a business degree. We have what we call LSBE, where you could do business and bio. That's a pretty good deal. And we have MET, which is currently in engineering. So for transfer students, you could do 2 years of business. And over here is a whole school of business. It's a very beautiful business campus. And if you have the time and come on campus, you could go tour our whole school of business. It is very pretty. And the classes, this is how the classes looks like. So we have also grad students and undergrad students who take classes at the whole school of business.
And in addition to our 6 undergraduate colleges, as Klutvert mentioned, we have graduate schools at our university, one of them being our Haas School of Business. But we have 9 graduate schools in total with the university, ranging from, like we previously talked about, the Haas School of Business, Education, Information, Berkeley Law, Social Welfare, Optometry, Journalism, Public Health, and Public Policy. The aforementioned colleges, though, at our university also offer graduate degrees. So say you're studying English and you want to continue your after your 4 years at UC Berkeley for your bachelor's degree and you want to go and do our English PhD program, you absolutely can. In addition, some of our graduate schools directly sponsor an undergraduate program that students can get involved with, either a major or a minor. For example, for myself, I'm an educational sciences major, which is in our School of Education. Klutvert is in public health, which is with our School of Public Health here for the university. And you know, one of our folks in the back end is a social welfare major, and that is with our School of Social Welfare. If you want to take a quick look at some of the buildings right there, you will see some of our graduate schools: Herbert Wortham School of Optometry and Vision Science, Berkeley Law, South Hall, which is where School of Information is located, and Berkeley Way West, which actually houses not just the School of Education, but also our School of Public Health.
So now let's talk about housing and dining. So 96% of freshmen live in the resident halls on campus. We have doubles, we have triples, we have suites, and we have team-based housing for students on campus. So to get housing on campus, we have particular steps you need to follow. So firstly, apply on time and correctly. That's the first step. And secondly, in the housing portal, we have 5 options. Put in your top 4 option, and the last option, put any room, any location, because housing on campus runs in a lottery system. So first year students are guaranteed housing on campus. So and most of the housing involve meal plans included. So you could get in our dining halls, we have a variety of food options. We have vegan options, we have halal options. We have so many food options in our dining halls on campus. And transfers and continuing students like myself, you could live in the Anchor House, which is a new residential house for transfers. And Ethan lives there, right? I'm sure you live there, or you're an away for that house, and it's pretty new, very very new and very modern. And we have the university dorms and apartment on campus, and we have college affiliated housing, we have private off campus housing, and we have Greek housing. So if you someone likes to be in a fraternity or in a sorority, apply to be part of a Greek on campus, off campus, as part of Greek housing. So you could see the housing. For freshmen, we have Unit 1, Unit 2, and over here you could see Bowles Hall. It's very beautiful. It's like a castle. It's a very beautiful housing option for students on campus. Yeah, and you could see our dining halls on campus. They have very pretty, amazing, good food and dining halls. Good food, good.
Thank you so much for that amazing overview of the dining halls and also housing, Klutvert, because like I've lived in on-campus housing my entire 4 years at Berkeley, starting when I was in the dorms as a first year, and then now continuing as being having been a resident assistant for 3 years. It's absolutely an amazing experience. And now I was really fortunate to have that like really great experience of like getting a really good community from the dorms. And now I get to build that as well, which is awesome and super fun. Now, really quickly, we're going to talk a little bit more about health and safety. But before we get started with that, can you answer this quick poll for us that will pop up on your screen? Just waiting for the poll to pop up. Awesome. Where are you joining us from today, folks? Are you from Northern California, Central, Southern California? Maybe you're on another state in the Pacific time zone. Maybe you're joining us from Alaska or Hawaii, somewhere in the Mountain, Central, or Eastern time zone. Or maybe you're joining us from outside of the United States today. We'll go ahead and keep that up for a few more seconds and then shut the poll down as folks kind of wrap up their answers. All right, and let's see those results, folks. So it looks like a majority of folks are coming from Southern California. Let's go. I'm from Southern California myself, but we have a couple folks on the East Coast, a few international folks, and a lot of other folks joining us from all around the world. So welcome. Regarding health and safety here at our university, let's talk about physical and mental health. We have a student health insurance plan that is called SHIP, Student Health Insurance Plan, and that gives students access to the UC Berkeley Tang Center. The Tang Center is the hub for university health services, and that includes urgent care, primary care, pharmacy, and referrals to outside services such as orthopedic therapy and the like. Additionally, for mental health services, we have our counseling and psychological services here at UC Berkeley, also known as CAPS. CAPS is a really great resource for all of our students here. They provide same-day drop-in counseling for students and a crisis text line as well. So on the back of every single student ID, there is a crisis text line available for students to call in case they're ever in a crisis situation. In addition, we have Path to Care. Path to Care at UC Berkeley. PATH stands for Prevention, Advocacy, Training, and Healing. And that is a specific resource here on our campus for our survivors of intimate partner and sexual violence, and it is a really important resource here on our campus. As well. So for anybody that is seeking healing services, who has experienced a sort of trauma, they can reach out to our Path to Care services. Including with the University Health Insurance, we also have an optometry eye center. So we have the Berkeley Eye Center here on campus, but in addition, there is a satellite clinic in our UC Berkeley Tang Center, and that provides contact lenses, eye exams, and eyewear. And lastly, for stress relief, if you are during like finals week, during other times of the year, it can get really stressful being a UC Berkeley student as you are kind of completing your assignments and classes. So we have really cool events that our student groups put on as well, in addition to the amazing campus resources that we have, such as our Pause for Mental Health group. Pause for Mental Health, they actually bring dogs onto Sproul Plaza and you get to pet them. It's absolutely amazing. My favorite is Trooper. You can follow him also on Instagram, Trooper at Cal. And then also is Llama Palooza. So during the week before finals week, our ASUC, or the Associated Students of the University of California, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, our student government, they bring llamas onto Memorial Glade for students to pet. It is absolutely the best thing ever. The llamas are absolutely amazing. You can feed them carrots. It's a great time.
So now let's talk about health and safety on campus. So campus safety is one of our the main priority here on campus for the chancellors and other campus administration. So we have what we call the UCPD. So we have blue light emergency posts around campus where you could press the button and you contact the police department. So the police always arrive within 3 to 5 minutes. We have what we call One Me, where students receive alert on your phones or on your emails about any issues happening on campus around the city of Berkeley. For example, the last one me I received, there was a tornado happening in Santa Cruz, where we received an alert on our phones about the tornado and how to shelter in for the tornado. We have what we call Safe Walk. This is a volunteer team trained by the UCPD. They walk you to your apartment or to your dorm at night. So the people with the blue jacket and with the yellow shirt inside, or these are the bare work people. So they are students trained by the UCPD, and they walk you to your apartment or to your dorm at night, because most libraries on campus are open 24 hours. We have our night safety shuttle. This is over here like the Bear Transit, where the night safety shuttle take you to your apartment or to your dorm at night. And if you're staying on campus and you need transportation, they take you to your apartment or dorm at night. Yeah, that's pretty much our safety tools here on campus.
Thank you for that amazing overview of all of our safety resources. Now going into also a couple little bit things about different student resources here on campus. I know during my first year at UC Berkeley, I was really interested in like trying to find that community here on campus because I didn't really know where to start. And I really wanted to be connected with folks of my identity as well. And so the Centers for Educational Justice and Community Engagement are some of the ways that I was able to find some really great community on campus as well. Our Chicanx Latinx Student Development Office is one of them, and that primarily serves Chicanx and Latinx students. We also got our Latinx Student Resource Center here on campus, or our LSRC, which is a space on campus for Latinx and Chicano students to receive specialized services tailored to them, have really great events tailored towards like uplifting Latino and Chicano pride. In addition, we have our Gender Equity Center, or Gen X Center, on campus, which is for LGBTQ identifying students and women identifying students. And they have really great events at the start of every semester. We have Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie is our welcome for all LGBTQ identifying students. And it's a great time because you get to really get involved with the queer community at Cal. We also have ASCC. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but our ASCC, Associated Students of the University of California, is our student government here at UC Berkeley. They represent various communities all around the university. There are 20 senators that sit on the Senate for students and represent the undergraduate student body. In addition, there are 5 executives that also represent the student body and 1 transfer student representative as well. Speaking of transfer students, our transfer student center here on campus, there are actually two transfer student centers. One in Cesar Chavez building, which you are seeing at the top right. That is where our first transfer student center is located. And then in addition, the Helen Diller Anchor House also has a satellite transfer student center. This is a resource for all of our transfer and re-entry students here on campus, as we are the University of California with the most amount of transfer students. This resource here on our campus allows transfer students to receive specialized counseling and academic support services tailored towards their experience. For undocumented students, immigrant students here on this campus, we have undocumented student program here. A lot of my friends work for the undocumented students program, and this program has tailored events as well, tailored to undocumented students here or students on DACA. For support and equity, we have our disabled students program here. So for students that identify as having a disability, we have academic and emotional support services through our disabled students program. Our basic needs center for any students that are facing housing or food insecurities, they can go to our basic needs center and get connected with resources and also help get set up with public benefits such as CalFresh and EBT. There are so many more resources though here on this campus that I can go endless on an endless tangent about. But these are some of the key ones I wanted to highlight as you navigate your journey here at UC Berkeley. You're going to be well supported.
So, so now let's talk about student life on campus. So we have close to 1,000+ registered student organization on campus. We have volunteering, we have campus employment, where students could look for job through the Berkeley Career Engagement Center. So we have Handshake. So currently I'm a senior. I'm looking for jobs like postgrad jobs. So we have Handshake where where students receive emails about jobs, posting and recruitment. On Handshake we have internships in San Francisco. One thing I always tell everyone is location favors Berkeley. We are close to SF. It's about a 30 or 45 minutes train ride or like a boat ride where you can go to SF. Our friends who are pre-med or trying to go to medical school, they do research at the UCSF School of Medicine, and we have Silicon Valley close by campus. We have study abroad. UC Berkeley has close to 180 locations where students could go study abroad. I had a friend who went to Spain over the summer. From Spain, she went to Paris for the Olympics. So we have a variety of study abroad programs here on campus. We have Bay Area explorations around campus. So when you come to Berkeley, you won't feel left out because there's something somewhere and there is an activity for every student here on campus.
I definitely agree with Klutvert on a lot of those points as well, especially about studying abroad. I'm reflecting now, is it my last semester? And that's something I will definitely say I did not get to do, unfortunately, and I do regret it because I've always wanted to see another country and get the opportunity to study there. A lot of my friends have been able to study abroad, including a former actually campus ambassador who went to Singapore. And so those are some really great opportunities as well to really diversify your education beyond UC Berkeley. Transitioning us a little bit, let's talk about athletics here at UC Berkeley. So there are kind of different levels of competition within our university. So if you play a sport currently, we have a team for you. First is our Division One teams. UC Berkeley is a Division 1A with the NCAA or the National Collegiate Athletics Association. And we are a part of the ACC or the Atlantic Coast Conference for football. If you see our football entrance at the top left, you will see our amazing California Golden Bears football team running out of North Tunnel onto California Memorial Stadium's turf. The ACC, just a quick side note about that. Previously, UC Berkeley was a part of the Pac-12, but is now a part of the ACC. And the ACC plays schools in the coastal southern part of the United States, such as Alabama State University. In addition, if you play a sport, but you're like, I don't know if I want to be on like a Division One team, we have club and intramural and recreational sports available. We have over 100 recreational, intramural, and club sports teams here on the campus. So you can definitely find one that pertains to the sport that you play, or maybe just try something new. I used to play volleyball for a bit when I was in high school, and I did that for a year as well at UC Berkeley, and I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. Talked a little bit about California Memorial Stadium, but that is where all of our home football games are located. There's roughly 63,000 seats inside of that stadium, and students get an up close and personal view in the student section of all the football games as well. Excuse me. In addition, you will see Haas Pavilion. Haas Pavilion, if you look at the bottom right picture, is where our basketball games are located. Basketball and gymnastics meets happen in Haas Pavilion. That's again kind of another one of our stadiums here. If you like to go to the gym, if you like to work out, or you want to take a fun yoga class, maybe a fun dance class, maybe calisthenics, we have recreational sports facility or the RSF. The RSF is the free gym on campus available to all students. And if you look at the bottom right, I'm sorry, If you look at the bottom left picture, you'll see actually one of our Olympic swimmers swimming in one of our aquatics facilities that is ran by the RSF as well. And the RSF also has pool services as well, lane pools as well. So if you like to swim, you're covered. Speaking of our Olympians, though, there's Olympic swimmer Kathleen Baker right there. UC Berkeley has brought home 246 medals from Team USA. So of Olympic athletes that we produced here at our university, roughly 246 brought home medals as well, bronze, silver, and gold.
So now let's talk about libraries and research on campus. So on campus, we have over 20 on-campus libraries. And over here is one of our amazing college landmark libraries, is a Door Library. So this library has close to 40 million tons of books stored in this library. Um, and also we have other libraries like the Moffat Library, which is under reconstruction now. We have the East Asian Library, we have the Business Library, we have the Music Library. We have libraries in every location on campus, so you have somewhere to study when you come to Berkeley. And also for research, we have what we call the Undergraduate Research Apprenticeship Program. Currently, I'm doing a research on a topic called Hygiene Heroes, where we help kids in Africa and Asia to fight the COVID-19. So this is the portal where students could go to look for research. We have close to 240 plus research in that portal. So you could do research in any topic you see fit. I have friends who are in public health doing research in business, and my research I'm doing when I got into Berkeley, I did a research in business, even though I was public health. And also we have departmental research on campus. So you could email a professor or email a grad student to join a lab and be part of research here on campus.
Definitely love all the research opportunities here at UC Berkeley, and you get really great mentorship from not just like our amazing graduate students that we have here. So coming from the undergraduate perspective, we have a lot of amazing graduate student researchers and graduate students that mentor undergrads in their research through the URAP program, but also our amazing faculty. On the previous slide in the bottom left, you probably saw Jennifer Doudna, Dr. Jennifer Doudna. She's actually one of the Nobel Prize winners that UC Berkeley has on our campus currently. So UC Berkeley, has had roughly, I would like to say, 26 Nobel laureates as faculty, 8 of which that still work here at the university today. One of them being Dr. Jennifer Doudna that you see in the middle of the screen, who won the 2020 Nobel Prize for her use of CRISPR technology, and the Nobel Prize was in chemistry. In addition, some other famous alumni from our university was Stephen Chu. Stephen Chu is the former U.S. Secretary of Energy under the Obama administration. Additionally, if you love children's books, like growing up, I read Ramona Beasley. Beverly Cleary graduated from UC Berkeley in 1938 and is the author of like Ramona Quimby and other children's books alike. May she rest in peace. Chris Pine is a famous actor as well. He graduated from UC Berkeley in 2002. You may have seen him in Star Trek and Wonder Woman. Janessa Adams Ginyard is graduated from UC Berkeley also in 2005. She's a famous actress and stunt woman. You may have seen her as Dora Milaje in Black Panther. Additionally, Steve Wozniak, for any of my Apple users here, he graduated in 1986 from the university and is the co-founder of Apple. And also Alex Morgan, who graduated in 2014 from our university and is part of the team that won the Women's World Cup for Team USA.
So now for college highlights, everywhere on campus you see amazing squirrels on campus. We have a senator in our student government who represent the squirrels on campus. That's pretty unique. He won by a very big landslide on campus. So, and we have our amazing pine tree at the far end of campus where you see amazing, beautiful nature. One reason why I love Berkeley is Berkeley, there is so much nature on campus. So when I was trying to apply to college, I went on a college tour to other colleges, but Berkeley stood out to me because we have so much nature on campus and so much beautiful scenery around campus. And we have fire trails, we have Strawberry Creek, and when students go to research, we have hills on campus, we have trees and wildlife, we have flora and fauna, we have urban and rural mixes. Even the buildings on campus are so amazing. We have old buildings, we have modern buildings. Like UC Berkeley is a place to be. So I actually want to apply to Berkeley, and I hope to see you around campus.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Klutvert. There is a lot of great highlights of our university and also seeing just like the amazing kind of culture, but also just the structuring of the campus as well. I'm originally from Southern California. I grew up there my whole life. I never really moved around. But never really moved around as a kid, but when I came to Berkeley, it was the first time I ever left from home. And like being able to just see this campus and see like the city of Berkeley and see how amazing it truly is, like it made me fall in love. I didn't get to tour the campus beforehand. And so like being able to just walk on campus, I knew immediately that I was home. Additionally, Klutvert mentioned one of our ACC senators, our student government senators, represents the squirrels on campus. If you want to follow the squirrels on Instagram, you definitely can. Berkeley squirrels, they are very famous. They're very social media famous. And we also have falcons. So at the top of the campanile, there are falcons that nest at the top. Their names are Annie and New Guy. If you are interested in learning more about our falcons as well, you can also follow them on Instagram, cow_falcons. One of my favorite parts about UC Berkeley, in addition, is the amazing sunsets at our campus, especially on a clear day. Not so much right now as it's currently raining here in Berkeley. However, when it's a super clear day, you can see the sunset and it's absolutely gorgeous. The sky turns pink. It is absolutely insane. I love pink. Like pink's my favorite color. And it's a little side note, but it's absolutely amazing just to see like all of the amazing sunsets that we have here at a university and also sunrises. If you're an early riser, you can even see the sunrises here and they still absolutely are gorgeous. What I also really like about our university as well as kind of Klutvert mentioned earlier, we are kind of in the central part of the Bay Area, which is super cool. And that gives you access to a lot of different areas of the Bay, as well as our public transit here for the university. So Klutvert kind of mentioned earlier our Bear Transit, which is our university sponsored public transportation system, but we also have our AC transit system, which is ran by the county of Alameda, where the city of Berkeley is located. And students, upon enrolling in UC Berkeley, automatically get a Clipper card. The Clipper system is how you get access to all the public transit in the Bay Area. And you get access to the AC transit buses for free. Currently, we're piloting a program for the Bay Pass with the Bay Area Rapid Transit Authority or the BART Authority, which is the, I'm sorry to all my Northern California folks, where I'm calling it a subway, which is kind of like the subway for the Bay Area. And currently, we're piloting to see if Clipper cards can be actually upgraded to the Bay Pass so that students can have access to the BART for free. As an education major, I have to do field work at different school sites. Like currently, I'm going to be working at a school in East Oakland, and I take the BART to my field site. And so this form of public transit that the university provides it allows me, especially somebody that doesn't have a car or a license, to be able to continue on and be able to reach new places in the Bay Area, make some lasting community connections as well. In addition, you might be seeing those beautiful, like surround the beautiful eucalyptus grove in our Strawberry Creek as well. If you're a big nature person, kind of like I am as well, and you love to hike, we have our Berkeley fire trails and also our big sea hike, which are different hikes around in the Berkeley Hills that are super fun to do. So if you love to hike, I highly recommend doing it kind of in the later months, transitioning from summer to fall, because that's when the peak weather is with our university, in my opinion. And it's so much fun to be able to just see all the different flora and fauna with our university as well. In addition, as Klutvert kind of mentioned earlier, we are an urban kind of rural campus as well, and the surrounding attractions with our university as well. Like we are central to Oakland, to Richmond, to San Francisco, and beyond onto the Eastern Bay Area as well. So if you wanted to see a really diverse, culturally rich area of the state of California, you're in the right place with Berkeley. Not only was the city's foundings on social justice, but also you get really close connections with San Francisco, the Mission District, and various other areas as well that uplift a lot of different populations and communities all around us. This is one of the most diverse places to be, in my opinion, in the state. So I highly recommend once you're here on campus, check us out and have an amazing time.
Awesome, awesome. So I am back, everyone. I'm so happy to be back. And I just want to say what an amazing tour Ethan and Clever just did. Even though I'm a tour guide and I know a lot of this information, I always feel like I'm learning new things. Listening to my other fellow co's and just getting to hear about their stories and their experiences on campus, especially like you, Clifford, you saying your research project with URAP. That's super interesting. Definitely, we got to talk about that more after this as well. But yeah, we are now in our Q&A section. We're getting a lot of good questions in the chat. And I'm super excited to start asking you guys some of these questions. So we're gonna go ahead with our first question, which we're gonna go first. We're gonna go to the vibes of campus life. And the first question is maybe what are some of the most popular clubs and organizations on campus, or what are you really loving that you've experienced, or what club are you really loving that you've done on campus, things like that.
Um,
Klutvert, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, like the most popular clubs on campus, like everywhere you go around campus, there's business and consulting. So there's consulting club everywhere. You see folks wearing suits, or being all professional, or being serious. So me personally, I'm part of a frat. So I was in the frat. I was part of student government. I was part of a pre-med club because I want to go to medical school. So that's pretty much some clubs I'm part of on campus. On campus, there's something somewhere for you to do. There's so many clubs on campus, and you're going to find your niche. So currently, we are in the first month of school, so clubs table in Sproul Plaza, where someone somewhere will try to give you a flyer. So I have received about 15 flyers in the past week, inviting me to club events and functions. So yeah, if you want to come to Berkeley, you won't feel left out.
As for me, I actually started out more on the pre-law route of things when I first came into UC Berkeley. So I was involved with a lot of the more like pre-law organizations here on campus. And then like as I kind of figured out my path, I realized like I really wanted to be involved with more like the education side of things. And we have a couple orgs here on our campus, ranging from our college admissions mentorship program, which does like a lot of local outreach to like Berkeley High and Oakland Tech students as well to get them to help them with like college applications. Something that's also really cool that like I really love about like the pre-education here at Berkeley for like students that are interested in going to the education field is that we also have a lot of other organizations as well that are interested in just like uplifting underrepresented and marginalized populations. Like I also was a part of the Bridges Multicultural Coalition working with Raices Recruitment and Retention Center, which is for our Latinx identifying students, and Mixed at Berkeley for our mixed race identifying students. And those were really fun. Got to do high school outreach, being able to bring high school students onto campus for senior weekend. That's actually how I got to really see like UC Berkeley. Even though my senior weekend was virtual, I that's what inspired me to ultimately go to Berkeley. And then also you can, even if you don't find a club that necessarily like pertains to your interests or you're having difficulty finding one, you can make your own. And that's actually what I did as the founder of Aspiring Educators here at Berkeley, because like people who want to go into education really want a community here on campus. And so with a bunch of my friends, we were able to create this club together and really create a really great community of people who want to go into the education field so that they can also feel like they have a spot here at Berkeley too.
I absolutely love that. From my perspective, I'm also kind of going to answer some of these questions I have in the chat, kind of relating to me as a media studies major. But yeah, from my perspective, I'm a media studies major. I'm only a sophomore, but I've done so much as well, related to like the media world. For mine, I've done BCEC, which is Business Careers and Entertainment Club, which is a club focusing on working with different popular entertainment companies, whether that in different sectors as well, whether that be like Mario Badescu, Live Nation, Adobe, Dolby. Let's see, they've also worked with 88 Rising, which is another music company, another Planet Entertainment, and so Rihanna's Fenty Beauty, so much other entertainment companies. And I think that was really fun because I was able to see, again, more the business aspect. I was able to do research on my campus to see how our students, what makes our college students want to buy certain tickets from different artists, and kind of how the entertainment company can promote different shows and stuff better. So that was really, really fun. And that was like through BCEC, and I was able to do a deliverable, which is like basically a presentation to the company, which was so cool. Definitely put that on my resume for sure. But yeah, that's kind of something I've done within media studies. And then kind of seeing another question, kind of related, but just majors in. Are there any majors at UC Berkeley that relates to marketing? Media studies will probably be the closest thing we have to marketing. And I'm also in a marketing class this semester, which is going really, really fun. So I just wanted to answer that question for our attendee in the chat. But going on to some more questions for us as a collective. Let's see. More of an academic major question that has come in is, let's see. Ooh, how's the advising system here at UC Berkeley, and how has been your experience just getting advice with different aspects of your career, especially like for you, Ethan, transitioning out, for you, Clover, just transitioning in as a transfer student. So how has that advice world been for you?
To go first. So like at UC Berkeley, we have career advisors who advise you based on your career options. Also, we have college advisors. Like at Berkeley, we have 6 colleges where we have advisors for the colleges, and we have advisors for your major. So at Berkeley, we have so many advisors. We have advisors for your major, for your college, for career. So when you come to Berkeley, you won't feel left out because you have someone to talk to and someone to give you advice regarding any field or any area. And also your professors are please, when you come to Berkeley, please go for office hours and be friends with your professors. Because at Berkeley, we have well-renowned faculties on campus. We have the previous Secretary of the Treasury under Joe Biden was a UC Berkeley professor of economics. So we have amazing faculties on campus. I have a friend who interned in the White House and he got an internship through a faculty on campus. And because the faculty was friends with Anthony Blinken, the Secretary of State of America. So please go for office hours and talk to professors and talk to people. Just show up and show out. That's pretty much what. Show up and talk to people, and you're gonna get advice and yeah, figure it out from there.
I think for me, somebody who's like now kind of transitioning into kind of like my last steps with the university, kind of my Berkeley story is coming to an end, and I'm actually pursuing my master's in the upcoming fall, which is really exciting. Um, I really think like throughout my 4 years here, I was really well supported. As Klutvert mentioned, we have a great advising structure, especially for those in the College of Letters and Science, which is our largest undergraduate college. There are college advisors, but also major advisors. For smaller colleges, it's usually you have your college and your major advisor combined into one person. It just depends on the college. For example, I'm in the School of Education, and my major advisor for education is also my college advisor for being a student in the college of in the school of education because we have to fulfill our general education requirements through the school of education as well. And overall, I would say my experience have been really well supported in terms of like what I really wanted to do in terms of my own professional pathway. There was one advisor in the College of Letters and Science that really helped me self-reflect and be able to really see what I wanted to do with like my time here at Berkeley. I'll never forget her because she was the person that helped me ultimately stay at the university because I wasn't really sure if like I was meant to be at Berkeley because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. But if it weren't for that advisor who sat me down and we had like a 2 hour conversation about like what I really wanted to do, what I really wanted to be in this world, and the change I ultimately wanted to seek with my Berkeley education. I'm now doing the majors I'm doing now, and she helped me set up with a plan for success. And I think that's ultimately something that you will find here as well with our advising services is that you're going to be really taken care of. And if you ask questions and if you are kind of navigating your own journey as well, they will be the ones to push you forward and help empower you to keep navigating your own journey as well.
Yes, and just to throw my 2 cents in there, I feel like advising here at UC Berkeley is just really nice. I've been able to talk to my media studies department advising. She was so sweet when I walked in. She even gave me a piece of candy, and I'm a foodie, so you give me anything, I like you. But she was super nice, and we were able to go through kind of how I can incorporate study abroad with still being on track to graduate and what classes I can do here. And she gave me advice to knowing that if I declare now, what classes will look like in the future. So I think that was really nice. And kind of some advising just for another question in this chat. Does UC Berkeley have filmmaking program? And would filmmaking be part of media studies program? We also have film and media studies, which is a different major. So there's media studies and then there's film and media studies. So if you're looking for more filmmaking, I would suggest film and media studies, which is pretty cool. Alrighty. And then going into another questions for our group today, what is your favorite UC Berkeley tradition or kind of myth that we have? What's your favorite one by far?
Um,
Rolling down 4.0 hill. I do that at the beginning of every semester. I've like gone to Cal. Have I gone to 4.0? We'll see. But I love rolling down that hill. It's so much fun, even though it makes me dizzy. It's just so much fun. You do it during orientation, and then I've just done it the start of every single semester. I'll like go and just lay and roll down the hill. It's known as faculty glade on campus, but we call it 4.0 hill because it's right next to the faculty club where professors used to live when Berkeley was first founded.
For me, it's touching the 4.0 ball. So whenever I need luck or whenever I think I need to do like a big exam or a big test, I always go touch the 4.0 ball for good luck and for good intuition and also avoiding the campus seal. So we have a campus seal where it is said if you step on it, you're going to lose your 4.0. So I try to avoid stepping on the seal. So and it has worked so well for me. So I've been doing really great with school. Life has been beautiful, man. Life has been cool. So I've been avoiding the seal and touching the ball, so it both works together. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. For me, we have another tradition or like kind of myth. So our main library that you guys were able to see, which is Doe Memorial Library, at the head, at the entrance of Doe, there is a bust of Athena, which is the goddess of wisdom. And so our thing is, if you walk into Doe with looking into Athena's eyes, she would grant you with all the wisdom and knowledge you need, as you go into the building to study. But if you walk out with your back towards Athena, she would take all of that knowledge out of you. So I think my favorite thing is always walking backwards outside of Doe and just making sure to keep my eye contact with her so I can keep my knowledge. Or the other way you can get out of the building is just to go another way. Like we said, we also have Main Stacks Gardner, which is downstairs, below, or you can go out through Moffett. So many entrances and exits out of Doe Memorial to avoid getting your wisdom taken. So I really like that one for sure. And then I kind of want to just hear from both of our guides in a nutshell, what is your Berkeley story? What is something, it can either be why you chose Berkeley, why you stayed at Berkeley, why you love Berkeley, or kind of just what Berkeley makes you feel like. Just tell me something that you love about Berkeley or your story.
Laura, you want to go first?
I could go first. So like I grew up in Cameroon in Central Africa, and when I came to America, I went to private high school in Cameroon. So most of my friends from my high school went to UCLA and to the Ivy Leagues. But when I came to America, I knew nothing about Berkeley. So I never heard of the word UC Berkeley ever. But when I applied to college, I got into UC Berkeley, USC, Cornell, and UCLA, San Diego, Irvine, all the other schools. But I came on a campus tour to Berkeley. Oh my goodness, I loved Berkeley. It was so hot in Southern California, and Berkeley was so cold. So one of the main reasons why I came to Berkeley was because of the weather. I love the weather here on campus, even though it is rainy today, but the weather is kind of like it feels like back home, as if I'm in Cameroon. Like I love the weather at Berkeley. It is pretty cool. And also when I came to Berkeley, I went to a lecture at the business school. So there was a professor called Dan Hessman. Like he was friends with Steve Wozniak, the guy who formed Apple. So he was so confident in the way he spoke, and he really sold me to come to Berkeley. And pretty much since coming to Berkeley, we have amazing faculties here on campus. Last summer, I went to Pennsylvania to intern, and for a neurosurgeon, I saw the brain, I touched the brain. It was so fascinating. I got the internship to a bio professor on campus. So please, I said earlier before, go for office hours. I'm saying it again, go for office hours. So pretty much that is pretty much what I love about Berkeley. So the first step to come to Berkeley is to apply. Please apply. You might either get a yes or a no, but it's always cool to apply and try to apply. That's pretty much how I got into Berkeley. Just apply and apply yourself, pretty much. So I hope you guys apply to Berkeley and go Bears.
I don't know how I can follow that up. That was beautiful. But I actually wanted to uplift a question I saw in the chat about like specifically like getting the courage to like go to Berkeley and like being so far from home. Because I wasn't really sure if I wanted to go to college. I went to school in an area where college wasn't really seen as like a priority. It was kind of like not really something that a lot of my peers did, or a lot of my friend group did. A lot of them went into the military or the workforce, and like that was kind of the common pipeline, like at my high school in particular. And I was thinking I was actually going to go into the military myself. I was thinking of going into the United States Navy, following my dad's footsteps. But if it weren't for like two people in my life that really like pushed me forward, it was one of my teachers in high school and my mom. My mom immigrated to this country when she was 18. She's now a school teacher herself. She really kind of pushed me and gave me the courage to like kind of seek out the opportunities around me and really kind of like just to put myself out there, but also kind of like let myself know that like I did have the potential to like be a college student or to be like a UC Berkeley student, and that regardless of like, you know, my educational journey, because I didn't have the best educational trajectory in high school, I was still able to be a college student. And for that, I applied to UC Berkeley. I actually got a fee waiver to apply to the university, and that allowed me to apply for free. And I was like, why don't I just apply to see what happens? And I got in. I was honestly really shocked when I got my acceptance letter because I didn't really think that college was necessarily my pathway. But when I got here, I was proven wrong, and I was shown that like I am meant to be a college student. I am meant to be a UC Berkeley student. And like I would really help me like find that courage to really push myself out of my comfort zone, was just finding that faith in myself to be able to know that like I can be a Berkeley student. I can bring the knowledge I learned from UC Berkeley, go back to my community and be like the teacher or the counselor that maybe I never had growing up. And that's the like change I want to be at Berkeley, and ultimately how I found the courage to be able to go to college so far away too.
Awesome. That's beautiful, Ethan. I love both of y'all's stories. While we get the slides back up to wrap up everything today, I'm just so happy you all decided to come onto our virtual campus visit. We have a couple last parting things for you guys. We're pulling those slides up. But yeah, so here's our last parting. So if you would like to take a more of an interactive tour of our campus, definitely feel free to go to youvisit.berkeley.com/Berkeley. We love for you to stay connected with us on Instagram and Facebook at Visit UC Berkeley. If you have any questions that we weren't able to answer today, feel free to email us at tour@berkeley.edu. And we also have a Bear Talk blog where you can hear more of the amazing experience from our campus tour, ambassadors at beartalk.berkeley.edu. Like I said earlier, all of our virtual visits are recorded and available on our YouTube channels with YouTube captioning as well. So those will be at Visit UC Berkeley. Now, if you wanted more of an admissions side of this presentation, maybe the tips and trips, make sure you go and learn from admissions officers, which is the admissions presentation QR code is right there to the left of your screen. And if you're so able to come to our campus in person, we would love to have you. And hey, maybe one of us three will be your tour guide in person. And then you can set those up at visit.berkeley.edu. And with that being said, again, we are so happy to have you come to our virtual visit, and we hope to see you soon. And we do a big thing here at Cal, love our spirit. We do a Go Bears on 3. It's a little awkward virtually, but we're going to do it still. All right, on the count of 3, me, Ethan, and Clover are going to go Bears, and you at home, go Bears too. Ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. Go
Go
Bears!
Bears!
Yes, thank you everyone for coming. See you soon. Bye-bye.